The following program is brought to you by Johnny's Radiator and More. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. We are more than a radiator shop. Come see what the more is all about. Brakes, alignments, suspension, shocks, struts, tires, lift kits, radiator, AC repair, oil change, water pumps, fuel pumps, and more. Don't forget, Johnny's has a full line of AC parts in stock for all heavy-duty makes and models, logging, farming, construction, and heavy-duty trucks. AC parts specialist with over 35 years experience. Call 870-226-5000 to get an estimate or make an appointment today.
Coach Hembree back for another year. Thank you for joining us. Just thoughts on your preseason preparation. It's hard to believe the season's here, but 7-on-7 over the summer, and then scrimmage versus McGee. What's your thoughts on how all that went for you?
Yeah, after losing Rivercrest the way we did, we put a big emphasis up front, trying to get better, trying to get bigger, stronger. Up front, we had a great off season. I thought our kids really worked hard during the spring, and then we scheduled some team camps during the summer to try to help our offensive line development, and then obviously 7-on-7 we were going to be good at just because of the skill guys that we had coming back. So, emphasis really on our offensive line, and then going into the McGee game, we really, still trying to find some pieces up there. It's going to be a work in progress right now, especially through these first 3 games. We're going to play a lot of different people and try to get our best 5. And what we've done, I thought we've done a really good job of. I don't know if it's helped us or not, but we've got a lot of kids reps up front, and that's what we wanted to do. And now, we got to cut some back and decide on which ones we're going to go with. But we're playing a really good Greenbrier team. It's going to help us, figure it out pretty quick.
Well, we'll get to Greenbrier here in just a second. I want to ask, just generally, what are your biggest challenges? The O-line, one of the things you're trying to focus on right now, just improving?
Oh, that's the biggest challenge. If you look, we got all 4 receivers back. We got our quarterback back. We moved Aaron Davis to running back, who is very explosive, and feel really good about it. And so feel really good about our skill positions on offense. Defensively, our D line's not bad. We're really good up front on defense. Our linebacker core are athletic with AJ and Lewis and Cam Burke. Move Cam Burke from safety down to linebacker, and then in the secondary, we can go 7 or 8 players that can play. So. Really, we just got to find an offensive line. Our offensive line's a big question mark, and then you go play a team like Greenbrier, who's going to run guys in and out on us. They're big, they're physical. It's going to be a tough test for us, but some guys will have to step up. That's what we need. We need to find out what our weaknesses are. We don't need to wait till if somebody goes down in week 13 like last year, and we don't have answers. We need to find the answers early this year.
Well, when I was here for Media Day for pictures, looked like a good number of kids. I forget how many totals on the roster, but are you going to have some depth, this looks like?
We do skill positions. We can put 8 or 9 receivers out there. We can put 8 or 9 D-backs out there. Offensive line wise, we don't have the depth. We need to find 7 or 8 that can play, 6 or 7 that can play, and right now we're not there, but we're going to keep working at it. I think that we'll get there, but yeah, depth-wise, skill-wise, yes. Lineman-wise, not as much as we want to. But we got 43 kids out in high school. We got 63 out in junior high. So that's a big number for us. I don't know. Since I've been here for trying to start my 25th year as head football coach, and I think one other time we had over 40, and that was, I think, 07. 07, we had over 40. Other than that, we've been under 40, and we usually have about 45 to 50 junior high kids. This year, having 63. So, that's a big number. That's a number that we welcome, that we want. We want to be able to. We had 129 kids every day during the summer at 7 a.m. And then I know some of them were girls. Softball, basketball, but. The majority of them are football players, and you talking, 7 through 12 having about 130 kids. That's crazy.
Jackson coming off of a 3,200 plus yard season. What's the next step for him?
To not have, there's games where he struggled. There's no, the Monticello game in the first half, the Hamburg game in the first half. Really the DeWitt game and then the Bauxite game. And so, we tried to take some pressure off him last year. This year, we probably put a little bit more pressure on him, and he's got to be able to handle that. He's got some really good receivers around him, and he's got to be more. He's got to be better as far as being a sophomore. He's got 14 games under him, and we're going to expect more out of him. Last year the expectations was not very high for him as far as our coaching staff and what we wanted, because he was a ninth grader, and now I put more on his plate. He's got to be able to handle that, and then he's got to be able to be able to read better, read defenses better. He's got to be able to be better in the RPO game, where it's run pass options. And last year where we kind of simplified it a lot, but in big games we struggled because of that, as far as the simplicity of like Rivercrest. Rivercrest got after us. Obviously T-Rob got hurt, but they were able to double cover some people, change coverages up. But this year we ought to be able to take advantage of that with his experience, and hopefully it starts tomorrow night.
You talk about having depth, skill positions. Just are there any names that fans might not have seen last year that are maybe going to get some reps here in the first few weeks?
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. We got our 4 main receivers: Antonio Jordan, Cam Davis, Tremont Miller, and DeAndre Thomas. But like I've told the kids, I don't care who's in the game. Like it's not a big deal to me at wide receiver who's in the ball game, and that's you got Blaze Fellows who's picked it up at receiver, Tayshawn Edwards, and then Ren Reap, who had a great summer catching the football, hit 7-on-7s. So them 7 right there. And I'll probably leave Josiah Steen. He's in the starting 4 right now. He's our top. He's starting in the team personnel stuff. So that's 8 guys right there, and we don't care. Like we tell them, if you're loafing, like the other night, Tremont had a drop. Tayshawn comes right in. He has a catch right after that. So if you loaf, if you don't block, you're coming out. When you got that much depth at receiver, and we want guys who are going to go make a play. And that's what we talked about from day one. Since when you got 8 receivers as capable as we got, this competition, every snap's competition, and we want to be able for guys to go, and if you watch Lumberjack football over the years, the people who made differences was the guys who could catch a hitch route and take it to the house, break a tackle, go. And that's what we're looking for. When you got 8 guys out there, the competition is going to be high every game, every year, every week, and then, defensively it's going to be the same way. We got 4 D-backs. We're starting Aaron Woodard. We're starting Tremont Miller. We're starting safeties. We're starting Cam Davis and JoJo Steen. But then you can also go Blaze Fellows, DeAndre Thomas, Colton Steen, and then the other corner is Tayshawn Edwards. So that's 8 guys on both sides right there that we feel really good about playing, and it's going to be competition, and they know that, and that's what's going to make us better at them positions.
Well, let's move to Greenbrier. What do you expect to see this Friday?
They're huge up front. That's going to be a big test for us. Their right tackle is 6'7", 320. Their left tackle is 6'5", 280. Their guards are big. Their center's big. They got an explosive running back who's a 2-year starter, had a really good year. You look back last year, they were 6A. They were in the same conference with PA and Little Rock Christian and Greenwood, and they're well tested. They got a bunch of starters back. They're dropping to 5A again. This is their group. They've been waiting for this group to come through, and they talked about it. They got a lot of 3-year starters up there, and they got a chance to win the 5A West. That's the truth. And then defensively, it's the same way. They got a lot of guys who are 6'1", 210, just strong kids, and it's going to be a tough test for us. But that's what we want early. We want tough tests. We've been 0-3 a lot here through non-conference seasons, playing the likes of Fayetteville and Fort Smith Southside, Springdale back in the day, Pulaski Academy a bunch, Camden Fairview, Pine Bluff, when Coach Balding was at Pine Bluff. So we've done this before, and this group's never done it. But I think we'll be able to find. And when I say find your weaknesses, like sometimes you get beat because the other team's in better shape than you in August, and the expectations of this football team is really high. And what we need to know is where we're at as a football team, and we need our offensive line to get better, and we need our defensive line to get better. And the only way to do that is go play really good teams who are really good up front, and we're going to be able to do that Friday night.
Coach, best of luck, and we'll see you in Greenbrier.
All right, thank you.